Go ahead, Nate. Where's Brian, by the way?
He's some high school thing.
Matt, the way you guys moved the ball today, and especially the contributions you got from Vince and Biggie as far as against their zone.
Right. Well, I thought, if we could just move the basketball and get the ball into the high post, we could do some good things, whether we were looking opposite or taking that free throw line jumper or even going high-low. We didn't get the high-lows in the first half. We really wanted to start off the second half and try to make them guard Isaac once the ball got into the high post. And it's a little untraditional to go high-low against the zone, but when the ball goes in the high post, if people match up, you can get it. And we were able to do that, and I thought that was really big because Biggie made them come up and guard him because he knocked him down in the first half. But more than anything, if you look at the assist, and for those guys, anytime you can have big guys getting 5-6 assists, that really helps.
Matt, the last two games, I mean, it's been evident that you have emphasized share the basketball.
Right.
And your guys, there doesn't seem to be very many, if any, selfish bones on this roster. Just the numbers and assists prove it. That I mean, you got to be pleased with that element of sharing the basketball.
And we have guys that are very unselfish, and they'll make the extra pass, and just trying to get them to shoot shots in rhythm and shoot their shot. Each guy's different in terms of what they can make, and they can play off the dribble, if they can play off the catch. But for the most part, our guys have done a really good job of making that extra pass, sharing the basketball, and just being a good teammate. It's hard sometimes, when your shot's not going down, to press a little bit, and but you got to find it in yourself just to take them in rhythm and keep making the extra pass.
Coach, we've seen you guys win now with the game with 17 threes and then with 40 points between the bigs. This seemed like one of the more balanced games.
Mm-hmm.
And just, what went into that, and would you like to see more progress there?
Yeah, no, I think it's, the other team's going to dictate some things. You know what I mean? So our bigs tonight with Biggie and Isaac and AJ really did well. And, we knocked down some threes, but nobody had like a big-time night from three. But anytime your team's 10 for 21 from collectively, you're going to take that, especially the way we rebounded in the second half. So I'm pleased with it. I'm not someone who tries to dictate how we score. You want a couple big-time scores and everybody else is below them, or it's really balanced. It's just each team's a little bit different.
Matt, I'm assuming you kind of figured your size would win out in the end, but defensively in the first half, when obviously they're small and they're pulling your big guys out. I mean,
yeah.
How do you feel like your guys did against kind of a different look like
We
that?
struggled. Anytime we had a breakdown, they made us pay. And we left the ball a couple times. We didn't help on the dive guy in the ball screen action. So, we just have to have discipline. But it's nothing different than the rest of the games. We have mistakes during the course of the game. We just try to correct them and learn from it. In that game, they put some of our big guys in different spots, and that's hard for them.
What was the thinking behind putting Haas and Hammonds in at the same time late in the first half?
Well, I thought it made a lot of sense. Vince had gotten 2 fouls. They were zoning us, so they weren't going to come up and really get after us or whatever. And I thought, if we just got the, just took our time. Ray took a quick shot, and Johnny Hill took a runner. And I was just like, hey, just kind of give the right of first refusal and let those guys touch them. I thought it would put them in a bad spot because their big guys were in foul trouble anyways. And our guys didn't throw them the ball. So, we just have to understand when we got a matchup. We might have a mismatch at the other end a little bit, but at that end, we definitely have a matchup going against that zone that they're going to have a tough time with.
And I know you always tell us you're not a doctor, but how's PJ and what can you tell us?
He got 14 stitches, so underneath the eye, right underneath his eyes.
Do you think he can play next week?
I have no idea. You have to ask them.
You've talked before about the learning curve that Caleb's dealing with. Is it a smaller learning curve in terms of passing? It seems like that's something that's just kind of an inherent gift.
Yeah, he's a really good passer. He's got a good feel for things. But you see sometimes with really good passers, they see some things that sometimes aren't there. They thread the needle a little bit. You get those guys see so much that they just got to make the simple play. When he makes a simple play, especially when he's up top with the basketball, that really puts the defense in a bind, especially in any high-low situation. But no, he's a really good passer.